I joined a career comeback hub in June, this year in June.
Wow, this year in June, so it's almost 6 months or 5 months,
Yes, yes.
right? Perfect. Suparnika, please tell us your story. Tell the audience also your story. When did you first start working, and then what was the story of your career gap, and then we'll go forward.
Okay, I graduated from college in 2019 and I joined as a software engineer at an IT company. And I worked there for 3 years till 2022.
So
And
2019 to 22,
yes,
you
for
work.
three
Okay,
years. Yes.
great.
And after that, I had a medical issue due to which I had to take a break. And then I started working on myself, just like you always say, work on the inner self, everything will be all right. So I followed that right from everything, from diet to exercise to everything. Then I became better in 2024. I was also pursuing my PhD in dance. All this while, and I was also teaching, but I did not take it up too much professionally at that point of time, since I was focusing on my health. Then when I I started Career Comeback Hub with you in June. That is when little things started making sense to me. There shouldn't be a career gap, just like you say. 2 years you were doing something, you were not entirely free, you were doing something, you were upskilling, you were growing, so that has to be added in the resume, that it is not a gap, actually not a career gap, but you've done more than that, you've come back stronger. So that really helped me assess myself. And the main turning point for me was when you gave those sheets. So in that sheet I found one sheet, your dream job, and it was like, just don't think about anything, whatever you comes to your mind, you write about it. So that is what has helped me become what I am today. So I've
Wow.
completely switched my profession from software engineer to a Bharatnatyam dance teacher, and
Wow.
I'll also get my PhD in a year now.
Awesome.
I'll complete it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Aparna, for that. So, do you mean to say that when you were filling the dream job sheet, you actually wrote something related to Bharatnatyam?
Yes,
You
yes.
wrote there?
I
What did you write
actually
exactly?
I actually wrote about becoming a dance educator. So be it in any way, and helping women, just like you help women. That really touched my heart. So I also started doing that, helping women find themselves, because they are busy in all their 9 to 5 jobs. They don't find time for themselves. They are working for
Right.
everyone else, but not for ourselves. So that is what was my main goal. And then I wrote about becoming a dance educator, and then it was there, is it realistically possible? And yes, it was realistically possible. So now I can work from anywhere all around the globe. I have
Wow.
that full flexibility. I can take classes online, offline. So it is good. Life is
Awesome.
really good.
Awesome. Great, great. Let's take it like one by one now for our committee members to understand how it happened. So I understand that 3 years you worked in and okay. So I was saying 3 years you worked in software, right? And while you were working in the software industry, was there, and you worked as an engineer, as a developer?
Yes, yes, as a
Okay,
developer.
as a developer. Was there a time when this thought came across your mind that you could be working in some different field related to arts or dance, anything like that during those 3 years? Was it in your mind?
Nowhere in my mind at that point of time. I
Okay.
just wanted to continue with software engineering profession.
Okay. And 2022, like 3 years into the job, you realize that you identified a health condition, right?
Yes,
And for that, you had to take a break.
yes, yes,
And for those 2 years, 2022 to 2024,
yes,
was the break period for you.
correct.
Can
Yes.
you just throw some light on what was going on in your mind during that break period from 2022 to 2024? Like those 2 years, how did they went? How did they go?
Firstly, the first 6 months were really bad. I was looking down on myself. I was like, I couldn't do it. Everyone else is working. I'm not able to do anything. Plus, I have this health condition. Then gradually, I started working on my diet. I made very huge lifestyle changes, and all of that was seen in my reports. Just like you said in June, that hit me. You said one line that we've showed career gap improvements for women with reports. And then when my reports came in after June, July, they were all normal. They were all to the optimal level. And this is something to do with the mind, to do with the lifestyle. Everything can be resolved. So that is how it was. And during these 2 years, I was also taking training, dance trainings, because I was free. Most of the time, I was working on myself and I had to do something physically. So I was also taking dance trainings along with a little bit about IT. I was studying about that as well.
Okay,
But
you did not leave that field. You did not completely leave that field
no, no, I
during the
didn't
gap.
leave it.
Okay.
So I was like, let's see if dance was for fun. So I took
Okay.
it up for fun. And I was simultaneously studying my IT things. Then suddenly it clicked me one day that if you've already finished your MA and you're already pursuing PhD, it's been 4 years, you're just doing it because you like it.
Right.
So why not take it up professionally? That is how I took it up. And this was all thanks to you. Just like I said, the dream job sheet. I would have never thought about it otherwise.
No, no, let's thank the process. Let's thank the process which is followed in our community because, as I always say, it's a scientific process, right? We have to surrender to the process for it to work for our benefit, right?
Yes.
So it's just coming through me to you, and then through you now it will go to the community members and all other people as well, that how process works when you diligently follow it. And I appreciate and respect you for following the process because many people I've seen they would undermine the dream job sheet. They would fill other sheets properly, but dream job sheet, they will say, okay, it's a dream, it's visualization, whether it works or not. But that is where the entire difference is made, and it's pretty much visible from from what happened to your career as well, right?
True. I did the same thing. I looked down upon arts. I looked down upon being an entrepreneur. Now I am both. Like I was also listed amongst She the People channel. I was there as
Wow,
well. So
congratulations.
that's a big thing. And also along with this, I followed a sattvic diet. It means vegan diet. You just do it to improve your health. When I did that, I went into natural ways of living. So I said, why not distribute it, like spread it among other people? So I also started making those products. It is still in coming into picture, but we've started all over Pune. We've started growing organic fruits, vegetables, yeah, delivering it. We've started
Wow.
making organic candles and everything, all of
So,
such things. So that business is also picking up. And this is all because of the dream job sheet. And as you said, just surrender. So this is the only reason it has happened. And
wow.
the if I consider the income, it was nothing before. I used to earn a six-figure income. Now it is 10 times more what I used to earn. And I
Wow,
also have,
congratulations.
thank you. I also have so much time to myself. Just like you say, inner work is very important. That is when the outer work will show. So I have time for that as well. So this is amazing. It's a life-changing scenario for me.
That's great. That's really awesome. But what I've also understood, Suparnika, is even before joining the community, you had started exploring your passion areas during your gap period. Though you may not have thought that this would become your profession ultimately, but then you had started, it was always in you. The urge of pursuing your passion, whether it is dance or whether it is flexible work. So you started that, right? Before joining the community.
Yes, yes, I had started it,
Right.
but not professionally. It was on a smaller scale.
Got it. Got it. And when did it hit you that you can actually do this full time as a
When
profession?
actually when I started the career comeback hub, each inner circle calls used to give me so much more environment, habit, action that used to stay in my head. It is still there in my head, and that is the reason I started doing it, and I started taking it up professionally, because I would have
Wow.
never thought about it. Just like you say, nothing. And you were saying and giving internship opportunities were completely different from other people's professions, and you said don't look down upon it. Take it up as an opportunity. This is something that will help you in future, even if it is not related to your job profile. So that is when I realized, yes, this should be done.
Awesome, awesome. And take us through that journey. So you entered Career Comeback Hub, you filled the sheets, you filled the dream job sheet, you realize what you actually want to do. And then when did it actually started happening for you? Like, how did you do? Did you get an opportunity from the outside, or did you float your profile as a dance teacher, dance educator? How did it happen?
Okay. So once I filled the sheets, I was like, let's take it up professionally. I learned marketing. I was an engineer, knew nothing about marketing, learned a little bit about Instagram
How did you learn
marketing
it?
through online YouTube videos only. Free
Awesome.
videos, I learned it
So
from
we can
there.
establish that it's pretty much sufficient.
Yes,
Just the
yes.
free YouTube videos are sufficient to learn any skill sets.
Yes, yes, very much
Great.
sufficient. I learned marketing. I learned a little bit about video editing, everything from the YouTube videos. And then I just started spreading my posters, flyers across, giving it to friends and everything. Gradually, 40 students came in. Gradually, from word of mouth, they liked me as a teacher. So then they started spreading it across. So now, doing it, I have 400 students right now with me.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. And you take in students on the basis of monthly subscriptions, like they could
Yes.
come in monthly. And then how many classes do you take?
I take 8 classes in a month.
Eight
Classes
classes in a month.
happen on Saturday and Sunday if they are offline. If they are online throughout the week,
Okay.
yeah, so 2 days a week at least.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you're saying that you conduct offline classes and you also conduct separately online classes as well for
Yes,
this.
yes.
And that's when you realize that this is something that you want to scale and do this,
Yes, yes. This is what I
right?
realized. And this is what I love doing. It does not feel like a job. This is fun.
Perfect. So I was actually looking to interview you for comeback achiever profile, but it seems that you're already a sustained career champion, the ultimate level that we have in career comeback cohort. You have seen the hierarchy, right?
Yes, yes.
So the final level is sustained career champion, and you are already there because now it seems that this is something that you would want to do for the long term as well, right?
Yes, yes, right.
Perfect. And then you're still promoting yourself on Instagram and other channels through WhatsApp groups. That is how you're promoting your profile.
Yes, yes, that is how I'm doing it right now. I didn't have the financial capability at that point of time to give it to some other digital marketer and make them promote it. So I did it myself and it
Awesome.
worked. YouTube videos really, everything is there on the YouTube. We just need
Awesome.
to find it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And implement as well. Learn and implement
Yes,
on the
yes.
side. You
Action,
did that.
just like you
Yes.
say.
Perfect, perfect. And then, so now you have already achieved, the stage where you can continue doing what you love and be free most of the times. And whenever you're working on something that you love, right? So that
Yes.
all great things. This is how your career should be. Now, how does I also see you in most of the inner circle calls? You still attend. You are also active on WhatsApp group. Plus, you are also replying to the messages on the chat box when we are in the inner circle call. You also attended the boot camp that happened last month.
Boot camp I couldn't attend
You
because I was
missed.
working. Yeah,
Yes,
but the
yes, yes,
next one
yes.
I'll attend for sure.
Sure, sure. I'm trying to understand what kind of value are you looking for now in the cohort, because now you're already there. What kind of value you get from the inner circle calls, and what are the what is the way forward for you?
The energy is amazing in the inner circle calls. There's live energy and there's something, it picks you up. It just picks you up. And it is not just for women who are starting to enter the industry again. It is also important to sustain this because as women we also have home, we have to look after the home, we have to look after the kids, and with all of this our passion or the career aspect goes down. I have noticed this in my lifetime. So even while I teach, it just goes down for women. They put home, their kids as their priority. So when
Yeah.
you attend these sessions, it gives you a motive that you have to to be a little independent, be it at any level, be it even if you're doing it part time, but you have to be independent. It'll help you, it'll open up choices for you, your life is going to get better. And then when I see other women also, they support each other, they're so much into it that we have to come back. It is great, the inner circle calls are great. And the learning never stops. Like I said, I'll attend the boot camp next time as well. I never know what next I'm going to become. Maybe there's something more to it always. It won't just stop here. So I'm like, I'll fill it up again. Maybe it'll change. Maybe it'll go for the better. So that is what I look forward to.
It's a process. Life is a process of improvement. So yeah, perfection is a myth. So I'm sure like you would have a lot to learn as well as progress, and you can also add a lot of value to other people's life when you grow yourself, right?
Yes,
That is
yes.
what you're doing as well.
True.
Perfect. So if we have to just summarize this into top three things, let's say, which have helped you in career comeback cohort grow into a better person and better self, and actually realize what you wanted to realize, what would be those top three things which must continue in the cohort, so that I also know and I also ensure that they continue be there?
Yeah. The first one is the mindset. Like you always say, mindset is very important. Like I said, I looked down upon myself in the first 6 months when I lost my job, but I was still the same self. I just didn't have a job. It was just a part of my life.
Yeah.
It was not everything. So that mindset thing just hit me so bad that I was like, yes, I am also worthy. I can also do it. And even if I am not able to do it for anything, for health conditions, if I am only not able to work because of my kids or anything like that, but I'll be okay with it. I am also I am complete. I am not incomplete that way. So
True.
that mindset we have to have when we have a gap. And that is very important. That is the first thing. And then
Number one is mindset. Yeah, in the
yes.
sense you want them in the cohort, we should continuously have exercises that work on the mindset, right?
Yes, yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, working on the inner self is very important. Then only it shows in the outer
True.
world. Yeah.
True.
And like you always said, you always supported people when they were not able to study or anything for because they were not well or some other family issues came up. You said work on your inner self now. You can work on the YouTube videos or anything that you were studying later on, but inner work you can do. So that was so important.
100%.
And the
100%.
second one was environment for me. So in the inner circle call also I had mentioned 2 weeks I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do much, but you said physical space, at least clear up your physical space. So that was so important. It just brings so much mental clarity into you.
Awesome.
Small things, just like reading. Just the women in the group are also reading. So they've encouraged me to start reading now. Now I'm a regular reader
Wow.
because
What are
of
you
that.
reading?
I am reading the 5 a.m. club book.
Wow. Great. Awesome. Are you a
Yeah.
5 a.m. club member?
Sometimes I'm just trying to get into it still.
Good.
I'm a just like you, I'm a 7 a.m. club member
Perfect.
for
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I have confessed already I'm a 7 a.m. club member. But then I look up to people who are actually 5 a.m. club members. So I do not push myself, but I really like that particular concept of waking up at 5 a.m. because it's so silent. It's so silent, it's so peaceful at that time that you can get so much more work done.
Yeah, true.
Right.
So
So
I was
environment is second.
Yes, yes. Environment is second. And then habits. Like just like you say, do little bit of it. Don't study the whole thing. Maybe don't read the whole book. Just
Mm.
go for a walk, even if you
Mm.
can't
Mm.
exercise. So little by little, that is so important. It gets general discipline into your life. So you can do anything in life after that. And there is mental strength, immense mental strength that comes with discipline. So that is what I look up to.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for saying that, Suparnika. And I have noted that down already. Since this is recorded, I'll ensure that this keeps on going, like this keeps on continuing in the cohort so that more and more people get benefited. Awesome. Thank you so much for saying that. And so you're based out of Pune, right?
Yes, yes, I'm based in Pune.
Perfect. And if you're comfortable sharing who all are there in your family, how are they like feeling about this change in you, change of profession?
I have a husband. I live with my husband here, and my mom and dad are also in Pune. So
Wow.
they are very happy. Mom and dad are extremely happy. So I won a Guinness World Book record in
Wow.
2021, where I danced for 7 hours straight. So all
Wow.
this while it was just in a pile in a cupboard. So they
Hmm. Hmm.
framed it now and they've kept it in the living room. So they are that proud.
Awesome.
uh,
Awesome.
and they are happy because I have time for myself as well. In the
Yes.
earlier profession, I used to work for 12 to 16 hours because I was
Hmm.
into network security. So security was
Hmm.
always an issue with online
True.
things.
True.
So I never had time for myself. So they are very happy that I'm eating healthy, living my life, being
Wow.
happy along with working. So they are happy. Husband is extremely happy that my income has surpassed his income now.
Wow. Wow. That's
Uh,
great.
so he's been supportive since day one. He still drops me for classes, picks me up. Even though I can drive, still he does that just as a gesture.
So sweet.
At home also, he makes sure that everything is taken care of. When I take classes, I am not able to cook or just to see if other things are there, cook for us. And I have two cats at home, so they are
Wow.
also well taken care of now.
Great, great, great. And what are your life goals from here? Like, since you have more time for yourself, how are you planning to use that time? You now have time freedom. You also have place freedom, as you said. You can go across the globe and teach people. How are you planning your life from here?
So for now, I've just it was always a dream to buy my own farm and grow my own fruits, vegetables, to construct a dance studio over there and also make it as a retreat. So that will add as an additional income. So the farm thing, maybe a salad counter there and all such
Wow.
things and make it into a retreat. So I love animals. I rescue animals since childhood. So that is how I have two Indian cats. So
Wow.
I'm going to build a nice animal shelter for them. Maybe I'll be able to take care of only 10 cats, 10 injured, paralyzed, some type of cats, but I'll do that. So that is my goal, to live over there, close to Pune. It's very close to Pune, but also in Pune, not that far. So I live in the city as well as live where I want and live on the ground. I
Of
don't
course.
like flats. So living on the ground, that was a
Wow.
dream. So I'm gradually achieving it.
Awesome. I'm sure you would achieve that very soon and much more than that as well, when it comes to adding values to other people's lives and then also personally and professionally growing yourself, right?
Yeah.
The inner world, right? Growing
Yes.
first, your inner self. Perfect. That is great. Great to hear your journey. Great to understand from you how you have gone through, and kudos to the journey that you have lived. Suparnika, it's tough when you don't work on your inner self. It's tough even for the people hearing this out. Till the time they do not work on their inner self, it will sound really tough what you have done. But I also understand it would have been not have been very easy for you. You would have gone through many challenges, but since you focused on your inner self first, it just became smooth. It just happened because you kept focusing on the right things.
True, true. This is really true. It was not an easy journey. When I started in engineering, I was in the back end. I used to just code and give it out. So I never spoke to a lot of people. But when I started my own business, I had to talk to people. So there are all kinds of people who shun you, people who look down upon you. So to still come up every day, to still do it, requires a certain level of strength.
100%, 100%. And then I can see like the strength that you have gathered, that you have shown, plus the kind of confidence now that you're displaying, you're exhibiting just by speaking, just by your presence. Like there is a grace, there is a confidence that you're showcasing because you have gone through those challenges, right?
Yes.
And that is what we talk about when we talk about values in our cohort, right? The value
Yes.
of self-reliance. You
Right.
are kind of a live example of how that value could be rebuilt in yourself even after career breaks, because you also looked down upon yourself. You're saying that, right? But then you
Yes.
could rebuild that value, so it's very much possible. Would you want to throw some light there? How should women who still struggle to look up to themselves, how can they make the right efforts, focus on the right things to rebuild that value?
Hmm. So the first thing is we all look down upon ourselves. Job is a big part of ourselves, and if the job goes, we are literally nothing because we are working 8 to 12 hours per day. So that is a huge chunk of our day. So obviously it is natural to feel down at that point of time, and there is no cash flow. The money is gone. You have to be so dependent that you have to ask someone for your basic needs. Also, you need to ask your husband, your parents. You need to ask money, so that is something that gets you even more down. Like you've studied all your life, and now for some reason, so you are the one who has to take a step back, and you have to face all these things, and scenarios also change. The lifestyle that you were living, that goes down because one income in the house has gone down. It significantly goes down, and the other person feels some kind of pressure. This is true. The husbands or maybe the wives, they feel some kind of pressure that everything has fallen on themselves now. So the behavior also slightly changes. So these are all the things that you face, and still to come out of this is difficult, but it is not it is not like it is not possible. We can do it. Just keep working and keep believing. Hope and faith have to be there always, that you will be able to do it, you will be able to come back. And just don't look down on any work. At that point of time, if you are earning money from baking cakes, please bake. Just have that. Don't look down upon any job. So I made candles at that point of time. I made soybean paraben free candles. Now that is turned into a business. We never know what will happen. So never looking down on any job, and also at the same time upskilling ourselves. So upskilling will give certain some kind of positivity and confidence in ourselves. Yes, I am taking a break, but I will do it in future. So that is very important. And like you said, the first and the foremost is mindset. Never think that I am nothing. You are everything. Just the job part is gone. You'll get it back very soon.
True. Awesome, awesome. And I mean, I love when you said, things about upskilling, because I also feel that the more you are working on something, more you're keeping your mind busy in productive things, you will start feeling better about yourself, right? People generally think that, especially women with career gaps, when they are in their career gaps, they think that when they get a job again, then they will feel good about themselves. But what they don't realize is the moment they start working towards it, whether it is upskilling, whether it is learning through YouTube videos, or it is working on your inner self, reading, they start feeling better about themselves because they have a better routine now. And that is what attracts opportunities.
Correct.
Right?
Yes, 100%. This is true. And when you're ready for an interview, when you've done all your work, you have to become that confident as if you already have that job. So that will come through upskilling, just like you said. Upskilling, because that creates a pattern, discipline in you, because you're studying for 7 to 8 hours. That is when you'll be able to work for 7 to 8 hours.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yes, so
True.
yes, it creates a pattern in yourself, and you're
Awesome.
able to excel at it.
Perfect. That's great, Suparnika. Okay, one last message to the community members and everybody else who would watch this video later, of course. One last message to them. Consider that they are women who are going through their career breaks, and let's say they are feeling a little negative about the future, what would happen. What is your one message to them?
So as I've seen in the community, most of them are HR recruiters or in the IT industry or similar in the tech field, most of them. So yeah, and AI is coming up now, so we never know how many jobs it will take, what will happen. So even if you are able to come back to a career, it might happen at any time. You can even fall down, it can collapse. That industry might collapse. But that is why this career breaks are very important, to learn all different aspects, because we all have it in us. So we all have different strengths. Like you say, work on your strength, make your strength your job, so that will help you in future. Even if something collapses, you know how to get back up. So, and that has already happened with us. Career gaps are no less than a fall, but we've come back stronger, and when we go back to work, we are so much more stronger than before. Let there be anyone in front of us, we've gone through so much, we are much greater. And we can face anything in life once that career break has come into your life. You're so strong in all aspects of your life, be it mental strength, be it anything, be it your technical aspects. You've been through so much, you can deal with anything now. However difficult a project is, a product is, you can go through anything in life. So there is nothing to lose faith and hope, because it's just a gap. Everyone is going to have it. Because when men have gaps, they're so confident. I had a gap. Now I'm going to go for it again. So they are that confident, they are that straightforward. But women get some emotions involved into it, men as well, but women get more of it. This is from an experience that I've faced. So just don't let those emotions make you feel that you're less or anything. You are strong, and you're going to go back even stronger. All the bad things that have happened to you will not happen in future, because you're much wiser now, and it is going to be good. It is going to get better. So there is no reason to lose faith. Just believe in yourself, and it will happen for sure.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Suparnika. The one message that I got from what you said, the rich statements that you have given, is that women with career gap should actually use career gap as an opportunity to pivot, right? To actually realize what they can do for life. Instead of just chasing the next thing, they can actually use the opportunity to work on themselves, analyze their strength, and actually decide on what they can do for life. And then things would get better. And I am with you when you're saying that women feel emotions much more deeply as compared to men. And that's the natural trait. And that sometimes work against them when they are in negative emotions. But I also understand that if those emotions are positive, if they are able to translate, they would be able to scale up much faster than men, because that is also they scale up also really, really fast.
True, right? True. This is 100% true.
Great. Awesome. Thank you, Suparnika. So what I'm doing is I'm pausing the recording now.